Chapter 31. Abby was told she was going home just 3 days before her flight. "You are only going back for a few weeks to take care of your mother, and then you'll return to get married," insisted Uncle Tahaj. "And you'd better be well behaved this time. None of this fuss or the shame it causes." "Abby, just obedience," barked her uncle. Abby nodded like a robot, but was fuming inside. Abby managed to see Serena before she left. Serena was frantic, desperate to return with Abby, pleading, begging Abby to help her. Abby could only promise to do what she could. The remaining days in the village felt like a lifetime. Abby continued to write in her diary to keep her going. "I have to hold on. Uncle Tahaj hates me, I'm sure. He says I have brought shame on him because I have to return to the UK. He says I am a wicked, useless girl who has cursed his family, that I am spoilt and bad. His harsh words cut deep into me, but I don't bleed. Not now, knowing I am going to be free, going to see Mum, my poor Mum. Oh, please, Mum, please be okay." Abby's prayers became more frantic, more fervently bargaining with her God, striking deals for her Mum to be well and for her and Serena to be free. But every minute of the 9-hour flight home was a joy. Abby kicked off her shoes and swung her legs onto the spare seat next to her. She was in the seat next to the window, so Abby lay back in her seat, her head in the clouds. She ate every single thing that was offered to her and drank can after can of fizzy drink. She felt sick, but it was a good feeling. Every second that passed brought her closer to freedom. Her father met her at the airport. She rushed to him, but he brushed her aside. Despite allowing her home, he was unhappy that he had been put into this position, that she had brought him so much shame. Her return brought mixed emotions, and though he desperately needed her help, he knew he had crossed his brother and would owe him even more. Abby felt hurt, but hid her feelings and insisted on going straight to the hospital. Naris rushed back to work. Mother and daughter clung to each other, scared to let go. They cried at being back together again, and Mrs. Canby looked into Abby's eyes and said that no one could separate them now, that she would help Abby to achieve her dream of being a teacher. The memories of Uncle Tahaj and his hot, claustrophobic house faded and died at those words. All that mattered now was that she was back where she belonged, and she was never going back there. That she promised herself, and now her mum was supporting her, and she knew it would be fine. "Abby, I'm so sorry. I was wrong. Abu was wrong. We shouldn't have left you there. You were raised here. You couldn't handle a life so far away. And it doesn't make sense to send you to a place that we worked so hard to leave ourselves. I have had my life now, and I want more for you than just cooking, cleaning, and rearing children. I know you are a clever girl, and you want so much. I am sorry I scolded you so much. I love you. I wish I could bring Anna back home, but it's too late for her." Mrs. Canby forced back the tears. She had spent too long crying the past week and only wanted to look forward now, to a happier future. "I hope Anna will settle and accept the life that we decided for her. I will always regret letting her go, though. My life has been difficult, but I am happy to have had you children. You are my life, my breath. Now you are back with me. I will get better. I will protect you. I don't know how, but I will stop Abu sending you back. I promise you that, my dear." Abby stayed by her mother's bedside until it was dark and the nurses asked her to leave. She made her way back to the flat, happy to be back in the UK and be able to walk down the road without men staring. Abby was greeted with a whoop of delight from her siblings. They threw their arms around her. Pinky was the most pleased because she too was being rescued, not from a loveless marriage, but from the kitchen sink, from the cooking and the endless cleaning. The flat was littered with dirty socks and pants and heaps of washing. The children were hungry, but Abby quickly prepared a dish of fish curry and rice. The one good thing about the 10 weeks away was that her cooking skills had improved by leaps and bounds. After she finished clearing away the dishes, she settled down on the sofa and called Vinny.